let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say bunny. Weird Halloween just released the Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic, and it's obviously become very popular. I love it enough to think I may want to buy it, but it got me thinking I have built my own Springtrap costume, and I've got several questions across all different platforms. How did you make it? Where'd you get the eyes from? Why are you putting screws into foam? Yada yada yada. I know. So I just thought, well, maybe it's time, and well, let's talk about it. I started any project, whether it's oil painting, corsets, masks, costumes, it does not always start like this in the beginning. Oftentimes it actually looks like this. I see that photo. It's so silly. Truly is a gentle reminder as an artist to keep going. I'm not gonna lie, there was moments where I was a little discouraged looking at this thing, and I'm like, how do I make it look like this? How do I turn this into that? But what I did know is that I wasn't going to stop until it did look like that. And that's all I knew, and that's all I had to know. So yeah, rather than it discouraging me, I just kept chipping away, cutting, putting things together, glue, lots of hot glue. Gosh. I used a lot of references of the actual character Springtrap from the game. Actually watched a lot of other costume builders like the regular Sauce build his, and although I would say his video was not necessarily a tutorial, there was a lot of good pointers that I could see him do and then mimic towards my own project. So that was a huge help. Probably did one of the best Springtrap costumes I've seen. While studying their techniques and references, I kind of finally had some sense of idea of how I was going to put this all together, and slowly it did start to, well, come together. The base was built using EVA foam, and to be honest, I thought that would be the more challenging part, but I actually quite enjoyed it because it was quite mechanical. I was able to take this 2D kind of thing and make it 3D using different techniques of pattern cutting, which I actually hate patterns. I hate making patterns, and for someone who sews, I find myself doing patterns all the time. I just can't escape them. So shout out to my pattern cutters because you guys are incredible and low-key mathematicians in my eyes. But through this all, the real nightmare for building the costume was genuinely putting the fleece onto the foam. I hated that part. Oh my goodness, that was... I can't even get into it. It was just a nightmare for me. Basically had to trace each piece using the foam, like for example the hands or the cuff, add like a seam allowance so that it could fit. And so again, it involves a lot of math and sizing, and just it's not my forte. I'm more of the weathering, the painting. As you can see, distressing, kind of that is my realm and my element, which I loved. But the worst part was genuinely getting the fleece onto the foam. I would do it again if I had to, but not with joy. I will say that. But finally, once the fleece was on, we get to the fun part, which was when I got the fleece on and I was able to start distressing and weathering it using an airbrush. And with the airbrush, I just mixed a darker green and a black, and just using, again, the game reference photo to kind of get as close as possible for the actual weathering and where it should be, placement, all that stuff. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the proportions on some of the, for example, the hands, even the head, it's not accurate, but you know what, given it was my first costume and I didn't necessarily have a perfect tutorial in front of me, I'm still pretty damn proud and I think it looks good. If anything, I don't think it looks exactly like Springtrap, but I feel like it looks like a different rendition. There's like the original Five Nights at Freddy's character, and then you've got the nightmare versions and da-da-da-da-da. I feel like he has some sort of terrifying nightmare version to him, which I still love. It's still almost like my artistic take on this original character. So I love him. He's cute. Well, cutely terrifying, but it's still quite a bit of work to go. I'd love to add like wires and a little bit more distressing on him, but for now he's good. I have some repairs. I gotta take him to the repair shop, aka me, and touch some stuff up, kind of get it back in, functional order to wear. But for now, he sits pretty in my art room in my studio, And yeah, he's kind of nice. He kind of scares everybody who's never seen him. So I think I did a pretty good job there at least. Under this whole chaotic and decayed and truly falling apart animatronic, there was a certain amount of, precision needed and annoying construction and some numbers that were kind of necessary. I think that's the biggest lesson in this build. And even just as an artist, because I oil paint and I make corsets, you just gotta keep going until it looks the way you want. And it's truly a lesson of grit and persistence and determination. And basically just saying, I'm not going to stop until it looks the way I want it to, which is exactly what I did. Sometimes the first ugly attempt is what gets you to the final result that you want. So keep going.